Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the kinetic theory of gases. So before that, let me start with the gas laws. Whatever we have gas laws from Boyle's law states that the pressure is inversely proportional to volume at constant temperature. At the temperature is what? Constant. Temperature constant. Similarly, Charles law. We have Charles law. According to this Charles law, volume is directly proportional to the temperature, yet pressure is constant. Whereas Gay-Lussac's law or Charles Seconds law, Gay-Lussac's law, Charles Seconds law says that pressure is directly proportional to the temperature, which is when volume kept constant. Now let us take when you have drawn the graph to the pressure and volume. As the volume increases, the pressure will be decreases. Then this is the graph what we will get for constant temperature. But when you are taking this Charles law, volume is directly proportional to the temperature at constant pressure. But all the gases reaches to the absolute zero temperature called as a Kelvin scale. This is what minus 273 degrees Celsius or 0 Kelvin. And here what we have pressure. Similarly, for Charles law also same as that one, as a volume is directly proportional to the temperature. But again, at constant pressure is constant. And this is what we have absolute temperature 273 degrees Celsius minus 273 degrees Celsius. So this is what we have gas laws, Boyle's law, Charles law, Gay-Lussac's law, and even we have Dalton's laws of partial pressures. Dalton's law of partial pressures. When we have taken number of gas are mixed, number of immersible gases are mixed in a vessel or container, then the resultant pressure due to number of gases is the pressure. Sum of the pressure due to all the gases are individual gases. Then P is equal to P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus and so on. Whereas Graham's law of diffusion, Graham's law of diffusion. So here pressure of a mixture of the gases, Graham's law of diffusion, according to it, the rate of diffusion of the gases is inversely proportional to the square root of density of the gases. Is it okay? The rate of diffusion of the gas is inversely proportional to the square root of density of the gases 1 by rho, square root of density of the gases. Then R2 by R1 is root over rho 1 by rho 2. These are what we have the gas laws, and where rho is the density of a gas. Then let me discuss about the ideal gas equation, which is very important. Thereafter we go to the kinetic model of the gases. From ideal gas equation, PV is equal to mu R T. Ideal gas equation is like P, where P is pressure, very important. P is pressure, V is volume of the gas, and mu is the number of moles. Even sometimes we will write instead of mu as L. And R is a universal absolute temperature, only absolute temperature. Absolute temperature. Now remember here, the number of moles of a gas is the number of atoms by Avogadro number. So where Na is called Avogadro number. Avogadro number, which is 6.023 into 10 to the 23 atoms in 22.4 liters of a gas in the volume of that is STP and NTP, standard temperature and pressure or normal temperature and pressure. This Avogadro number is what we call as a Avogadro number. Avogadro number. Or even we can write it as a N by NAR, mass by molar mass. Number of moles can be written as mass by molar mass. Now let me write here PV. If N is equal to 1 mole, what we can write? PV is equal to mu RT, which is nothing but RT. Or let me write here PV is equal to, instead of mu, if I substitute N by NA, N by NA, N by NA into RT. Now the same equation, let me write here PV is equal to N into R by NA into T, that is equal to NKBT. This is also what we have ideal gas equation, where Kb is called Boltzmann's constant. Boltzmann's constant. Boltzmann constant, that value is 1.38 into 10 to the minus 23 joule Kelvin equals degree Celsius. Similarly, if you are taking PV is equal to, instead of mu, if I substitute M by M, capital M by small m by capital M into RT, then PV is equal to M into R by M into T, where this R by M is called specific gas constant. R is equal to what we have? R by M, which is specific gas constant. Specific gas constant. Now, when we discuss for unit molecule NKVT, for unit mass MRT, so whatever we have, depending upon this, we need to write. Whereas when we are taking pressure PV and we have taken PV is equal to what? If you are taking temperature, then what would be the nature of the graph? Straight line. Is it okay? And when you are taking pressure, P is inversely proportional to V. Just we already have seen that one. And remember, all the energies of the gases will be approaches. PV remains same. For all the gases remains same. All gases approach to the same. So this is what the different forms of this ideal gas equation. Now let us discuss about the what is the, when we have taken gas in the container, what would be the pressure exerted by the gas molecules on the container? Even what would be the kinetic energy of the gas molecules which is moving in a container? And then we can discuss what the RMS velocities and most probable speed and average speed of the gas molecules in a container. Let us discuss now. Note, pressure acted by molecule, gas molecules. So when we have discussed about the kinetic theory of gases, and all the gases can obey the act as an ideal gas only at very high temperatures and low pressures. Only at very high temperatures and low pressures they can obey the ideal gas as okay. Now, so when we are taking whenever the gas molecules are in a container, they are in random direction, randomly moving in all directions. So they are in incessantly random directions, incessant motions. And while they are moving in a gas container, what will happen? They collide among them. When they are colliding, the linear momentum will be exchanges. But remember, the total linear momentum of the gas molecule is remains conserved because the net force acting on the gas molecule on average is zero. As the net force is zero, then what would be the linear momentum remains constant. But now, what is the pressure exerted by the gas molecule? P is equal to 1 by 3 n m v square. Here v is nothing but here RMS velocity. But what is n here? N is the number density of the gas molecule. Number density of gas molecule. Number density of gas molecules. So what you can write? P is equal to 1 by 3 into n by v into m v square. N m v square. Now you can observe n into v is nothing but total mass of the gas. Total mass of the gas. Now tell me, mass by volume is nothing but what? Density. Mass by volume is nothing but what? Density. But let me write here P into V is equal to 1 by 3 n m v square. Is it? No, but we know already from now here we need to find PV is equal to what you know nRT. So this is what nothing but total mass of the gas. Then PV is equal to 1 by 3 into which represents energy. Energy here this is what pressure. Remember this one pressure. R 1 by 3 mv square. 1 by 3. So nmv square. M into v square. Energy is equal to, let me take U is equal to 1 by 3 into multiply divided with 2, then you get what? mv square. Now you know already 1 by 2 is nothing but what? 1 by 2 by 3 into half mv square is the kinetic energy of the particle. Okay? Then PV is equal to what? We can write PV is equal to 2 by 3 into K. But we know already 2 by 3 is nothing but what here? Kinetic energy. U represents kinetic energy of the each gas molecule. But remember PV is equal to what you know? From ideal gas equation. Ideal gas equation we know PV is equal to KBT, NKBT or nRT. Then you can write KBT is equal to PU. Then U is equal to what you know? 3 by 2 KBT. Then pressure is equal to what? 3 by 2 KBT. KBT is nothing but what? Boltzmann's constant. And what is the pressure? P is equal to half mv square. Then what would be the relation between kinetic energy and pressure? We just know already. P is equal to 1 by 3 n by mv square. So let us see. Just to take the relation between pressure and energy. We know already PV is equal to 2 by 3 m. Then remember U by V is nothing but energy density. Energy density. So energy density is equal to what? 3 by 2 into P. So which is nothing but energy density is equal to 3 by 2 P. Now here U is equal to what you know? 3 by 2 kVT. But remember from this equation P is equal to 1 by 3 m v square. M is nothing but what you know? M is density by volume. Nm v square. Let me write here EV is equal to nm v square. But here we know density is equal to mass by volume. Is it okay? Or even you can write P is equal to what? Rho v square. 1 by 3 rho v square. Now what is the RMS velocity? VRMS square is equal to 3p by rho. Then VRMS is equal to what you can write? Root over 3p by rho. But from ideal gas, this is what we will say RMS velocity. From ideal gas equation, we know that PV is equal to m RT. We need pressure by density. which is m by m into RT, then PV by m is equal to RT by m, then mass by volume which is nothing but density, P by rho is equal to what is known RT by m. So we can write even this RMS speed is equal to our 3 RT by m. M is molecular weight. Now RMS velocity is nothing but the root of mean of square of the velocities is called RMS velocity. VRMS is equal to our V1 square plus V2 square plus V3 square plus and so on by m. This is the RMS velocity. Then what with the most probable speed? Most probable speed means when we have taken the gas molecules, the most of the molecules can produce the velocities, whatever velocity that we can say most probable speed. Most probable speed. So what do you mean by most probable speed? Most probable speed is equal to 2 kBT by m or 2 RT by m. Whereas the average speed of the gas molecules, average speed V average is equal to like already you mean which is nothing but average V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus Vn by m. Then average velocity is equal to root over 8 kBT by m root over 8 RT by capital. So this is what average velocity is. When we have taken the order, RMS velocity, let us take the remember RAM ram. So RMS velocity is greater than average velocity which is greater than most probable speed. 1.77, 1.64 and 1.4 something will get. So these are what RMS velocities of the gas. Let us discuss about degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom means the number of possible modes in which energy can be distributed is called degrees of freedom. And in this one, when we have taken these number of gases, number of molecules, we depending upon nature of the gas. For monoatom gas, will be having 3 translational, so that we can write here the Cp value. Number of degrees of freedom is 3. Then Cp and Cv value that already we have seen. Cp is equal to 5 by 2 RT, 5 by 2 R, and this is what 3 by 2 R, and gamma is equal to 5 by 5 for monoatom gas. For diatom gas we have 7 by 2 R and here 5 by 2 R. That means here 3 translational plus 2 rotational. Then we have 7 by 5. This is only for rigid diatomic molecule. For non-rigid diatomic molecule, even we have 3 rotational plus 3 translational plus 2 rotational plus 1 vibrational mode also will be having. So that for vibrational mode energy distribution is vibrational mode 3 kBT, only kBT. So what we have here 9 by 2 R and 7 by 2 R. This value is 9 by 7. Whereas for polyatomic gases, Cp and Cv, 4 plus F and 3 plus F, which is gamma is equal to 4 plus F by 3 plus F. That means here F degrees of vibration modes will be there. F vibration modes will be there. So 4 plus F R by 2, 3 plus F R by 2. What vibration modes? So gamma will be according to that we will be having for at very low temperature F is equal to 0, then 4 by 3 will be. Actually we have 4 means 3 translational, 3 rotational. Actually 3 translational, 3 rotational. 6r by 2, which is 3r. But here what we have 4, 3 translational CP value plus 1. Then 6 plus 1, 8r by 2, 4r. So these are what degrees of freedom. Then what is law of equipartition of energy? Law of equipartition of energy. According to law of equipartition of energy, the energy of a gas molecule can be distributed equally in all directions with each half k by t, half k by t, with each energy of k by t. For translational or rotational, for translational rotation average energy is half k by t. Whereas for vibration means from equals to and fro. Then average energy is what? K by t. Now for solids, specific capacity for solids 3 modes are there. Then 3 kBT into Na. So this is what energy. Then U is equal to what? 3 RT. Therefore Cp dq is equal to du plus dw. But for solid, the negligible volume is negligible. Then work done will become 0. Therefore C is equal to du by dt, that is equal to dq by dt is equal to 3r. 3r is the point. Similar as for water also. For water is converted as a rigid diatomic molecule, so that three molecules are there. Then for each 3 into 3 NKBT. So NaKBT, that is equal to 9 RT. U is equal to, then specific capacity of water. For water, what is it? 9R, which is 75 joule mole inverse Kelvin. And when the gas molecules are randomly in motion, then the average time elapsed between two successive collisions, the average distance traveled by the molecules between two successive collisions, which is called mean free path. Mean free path. That mean free path is equal to 1 by root 2 by n d square. And 1 by root 2 by n d square is the mean free path. D is the average separation between the molecules. N is the number density of the molecules. So let us discuss some examples based on numerical circuits based on this kind of thing. Let us see first one. Molecules of gas behave like egg. So how does they behave? Like perfectly elastic rigid sphere, means they are like a elastic sphere. Which of the following quantities is zero on an average for the molecules of an ideal gas in equilibrium? So momentum is remains conserved because net force is zero. Which of the following is correct for the molecules of gas in thermal equilibrium? So remains the speed of the gas molecules may be changes, but the average speed is remains constant. First option. Fourth one, the air of the atmosphere becomes cold at higher altitudes due to what? Because of at higher altitudes, what will be happening? The thickness of the air layers will be decreased compared to the sea level, so that the air will be expanded, which is third option, expansion of air. Boyle's law is applicable only what? Isothermal process. Isothermal process, remember, PV is equal to constant. Even isothermal process, CV is equal to C, specific heat capacity, 1 by into dq by dt, temperature constant. So what is specific heat capacity? Infinity, there is change in temperature. Whereas for adiabatic process, what is specific heat capacity? 0. Which law states that the effect of pressure is same for all portions? Pascal's law. According to the Pascal's law, whenever whatever the pressure is changed, that pressure will be exerted equally in all directions. That is what Pascal's law states. A gas deviates the maximum from the ideal gas loss, and so very deviates at very low temperature and high pressure. At very high temperature and low pressure, it will behave like a ideal gas. But low temperatures and high pressure means it deviates from that. Let us see eighth one. Air is pumped into an automobile tube up to a pressure of P is equal to 200 kilopascal. In the morning at temperature 22 degrees Celsius, then P1 is equal to 20 degrees Celsius, and you convert this 22 plus 273 is equal to what? 295 Kelvin. 295 Kelvin. Similarly, when the air temperature rises to 42 degrees Celsius, temperature is raised to 42 degrees Celsius. That means 42 plus 273. 273, 5, 11, 315 Kelvin. 315 Kelvin. And the tube expands by 2%. Tube expands by 2% means what? Volume is changed by 2% of its initial volume. Tube expands by 2%. The pressure of the air in the tube at this temperature will be approximately. So we need to find what? P2, pressure at this temperature. Remember, so let me take, it is not an ideal, it is not a Charles law because volume is also changing. Now, if you are taking V1 is equal to V, what they have made? The air temperature rises to and the tube expands by 2%. 2% means V1 is equal to V, then what is V2? 1.02. 1.02 V. Is it okay? Now PV by T is equal to constant. So what we can write here? P2 V2 T2 P2 V2 by T2 is equal to P1 V1 by T1. P1 V1 by T. Now let us take P2 is equal to P2 into V by T2. T2 is nothing but what? 315 is equal to P1. P1 is 200 kilopascal. Let it be kilopascal. You will get answer also in kilopascal. Into here V2 is 1.02 V. Here V by T1. T1 is 295 Kelvin. Then P2 is equal to 200 into 315 by 295 into 1.02. And here 6 5s, 3 5s, 5 5s 25, 9 5s 45. Then this would be around, if you have done calculation, 1.02 means 200 by 102, 63. So you will get is less than 200, which is 209 point something kilopascal. Now approximate value is what? Second option. 91. One mole of an ideal gas undergoes a process P is equal to P naught into 1 plus 2 V naught by V. power minus 1. P naught, V naught are constants. The change in temperature of the gas when volume is changed from V is equal to V naught to V1 is equal to V naught to V2 is equal to 2V naught. Means V is equal to V naught into V is equal to V naught. Then you need to find the change in temperature. Now from ideal gas equation, okay, let me tell first. Let V is equal to V naught. What is pressure? P is equal to what is pressure? P naught into 1 plus 2V naught by V naught whole square whole power minus 1. That is equal to P naught into 1 plus 2 square 1 plus 5 whole power minus 1 is P naught by 5. P is equal to P naught by 5. Similarly, let us say P1, P1. Similarly, yet V2 is equal to V naught, P2 is equal to means P naught into 1 plus 2V naught by 2V naught whole square whole power minus 1. That is equal to 2V naught, 2V naught. What we get 1 square means 1 plus 1 2. Then P naught by 2. But you need to find what? Change in temperature. Remember, from ideal gas equation, what we can write? PV by RT, PV by T is equal to constant. Then TV is equal to what you know? nRT. TV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT. Then T is equal to what? PV by nR. PV by nR. Now T1 pressure is increased. So what you can write? Temperature also increased. Then T2 minus T1 is equal to P2 V2 by nR minus P1 V1 by nR. Then P2 is what? P naught by 2. P naught by 2 into V2, 2V naught by nR is equal to P1. P1 is what? P naught by 5 minus P naught by 5 into V naught by nR. Here 2 cancel. So P naught V naught by nR minus P naught V naught by 5 nR. 5 nR. That is what 1 minus 1 by 5 means 4 by 5 P naught V naught by nR. So this is what change in temperature. Which option we have? 4 by 5, fourth option. 10th one. So what we know, the energy density of an ideal gas is related to its pressure P as energy per unit volume U by V is equal to what? 3 by 2P. So that we have seen. The quantity PV by kT represents what? Number of molecules in gas, because PV is equal to NKDT. Then PV by kT is equal to what again? N, which represents what? Number of molecules in gas. Let us go to the next one, 12th one. At 10 degrees Celsius, the value of density of a fixed mass of an ideal gas divided by its pressure is x. That means density divided by pressure is equal to what? X. At temperature is what? 10 degrees Celsius. But convert into Kelvin. 10 plus 273 is equal to what? 283 Kelvin. Next. At 110 degrees Celsius, so 110 degrees Celsius, what is this ratio? Rho by P ratio is what? Let us take x1 and it's x2. And 110 plus 273, 383 Kelvin. Now from what we know already, P by rho is equal to RT by M. Is it okay? But remember, this value is what? 1 by x. X is equal to rho by P. but this will not 1 by x. That means x is inversely proportional to the absolute temperature. These all are fixed constantly. Then x is inversely proportional to x is equal to what we can write m by r. So from this x is inversely proportional. Then x2 by x1 is equal to t1 by t2. Then 283 by 383 into x. Then x2 is equal to what? 283 by 383 into x. Next. A cubical vessel encloses n molecules of a gas, each having a mass m and an average speed is v. If L is the length of each edge of the cube, the pressure exerted by the gas will be. So what we know, pressure exerted by the gas P is equal to 1 by 3 n m v square by v. Okay, but volume is nothing but what? L cube. Then 1 by 3 into n m v square by L cube. 1 by 3, which is second half. Let us see what it is. By what percentage should the pressure of a given mass of gas can be increased? So pressure can be increased so as to decrease its volume by 10%. Means let us take V1 is equal to V means V2 is equal to what? 10% decreases. V minus 0.1. 10% of V, that is equal to 0 V minus 0.9, 0.1, 10 by 100 to V, then 0.9. Or V1 is equal to 1 means V2 is equal to what? 0.9. Then you need to find what? Decreasing in its volume, pressure should be increasing, increasing pressure at constant temperature. From Boyle's law state that PV is equal to constant. Then P2 by P1 is equal to V1 by V2. V1 by V2 is nothing but what? V by 0.9 V, that is equal to 1.09. 1.09, is it okay? Then 10 by 9. Increasing in pressure. Then P2 minus P1 minus 1 is equal to 1 by 0.9 minus 1, that is equal to 0.1 by 0.9 is equal to what? 1 by 9. 1 by 9. Then percentage P2 minus P1 by P1 into 100 is equal to into 100. Then 100 by 9. 100 by 9 means what? 9.1%. Which is second option. Let us go for 15th. An ideal gas is found to obey an additional law. V square is equal to constant. The gas initially at temperature T and volume V, when it expands to volume 2V, V1 is equal to V2, V2 is equal to 2V. The temperature becomes what? T1 is equal to what given? T. What is T2? But according to this relation, we need to get the relation between volume and temperature. But we know from ideal gas equation, V into PV is equal to what known? nRT or n is equal to, let us take 1 mole R, let it be 1 RT. Then P is equal to what you can write? nRT by V. So let us substitute this value in this equation. Then V into nRT by V whole square is equal to constant. Then V into n square R square T square by V square. Now here one cancel. So from this one what you can write? V is proportional to T square. V is proportional to what? T square. V is proportional to T square. Then you need to find T2 by T1 whole square is equal to V2 by T1. Then T2 by T1 is equal to what? V2. 2V by T is root 2. Then T2 is equal to what again? Root 2 T1. Which is third option. Next, let us see for 16th one, 15th one completed. So is it 15th one okay? B square, that we check it once again. N square T square by B. So T square by B is equal to constant. T is equal to root 2 T. Root 2 T. Next, 16th one. Otherwise, let us enter model. First, let us calculate V1 P1 square is equal to V2 P2 square. So what do you get here? V1 into P1 square, Vp square is equal to V2 2V into P2 square. Then you can get P2 is equal to P by root 2. P by root. Again, from P by T is equal to what you know? Constant from Charles law. Then T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1. Then T2 by T is equal to P by root 2 by P. That is equal to what? 1 by root 2. Then T2 is equal to P by root 2. So take this one. Root 2 T will not be. Let us see 16th one. The value of PV by T for 1 mole of an ideal gas is nearly equal to what? 2 Kelvin units. So these are the bits today what I will have discussed. In remaining bits